Hi there, Jeff here from the Wetsuit Centre, giving you a bit of a preview today of the Rip Curl Flash Bomb, which is the new generation of F-Bomb Winter Wetsuit series for 2011. Suit's not due out until late this year, 2011, but there's a lot of hype about this suit. Main points being around the sort of quick drying properties of the wetsuit. New technology which allows this suit to dry within 15 minutes, which is definitely a bonus when you're surfing cold water countries. Obviously having to get back into a cold wet wetsuit is never a pleasant experience. So with that in mind, Rip Curl have developed the Flash Bomb, which is a quick drying suit which should hopefully get round that downside of surfing in the UK or any cold water country. We'll go through some of the features of the suit, starting with the neoprene. The F-Bomb series, which was so popular for the last sort of 3 or 4 years, definitely were one of the most flexible and warm wetsuits on the market. Having owned one myself for the winter of 2010-2011, I can definitely verify that the amount of flex that you get in the suit is really incredible, considering how warm the suit is as well. So there's no sort of compromise in terms of warmth on the suit. You definitely get an all-round flexible and warm suit, which is not true in some of the other suits, which are sometimes a bit too heavy, although they are warm, and vice versa, sometimes a little bit light, which means they are a little bit chilly in the deep winter months. So the F-Bomb have always really got it right, so what they've got right they've kept in the wetsuit, and what they feel is an advancement on the existing F-Bomb they've put into the flash dry. We'll go through some of the points. The neoprene itself, as I said, is the same as the F-Bomb, so you get the E3 Plus neoprene. The 100% of the suit is made with the E3 Plus, which is very, very lightweight, pretty much the most lightweight and soft, flexible neoprene on the marketplace. Loads of flex in the upper body, and that runs right the way through the whole suit. Okay, so that means that the neoprene is a lot more soft and supple on the skin, which means it's a lot more comfortable, flexible, and it sticks to your body better, which essentially helps the neoprene to do a better job of insulating you and keeping warmth within the suit, so it makes you warmer as well. One thing that's different between the F-Bomb of last year is the seamless technology. Okay, now basically this is a seamless wetsuit. What that means is the suit is glued together, and then on one side is liquid taped, which is quite a familiar way of sealing a suit, which ensures no water comes in through the seams. But some new technology is the E3 taping that the Rip Curl are using on this suit. Instead of having liquid taping on the inside of the suit, they've started using this E3 taping. Basically that will still seal the suit, still seal the seams, but instead of feeling quite sort of rough, well basically not rough, quite sort of uncomfortable against the skin, which is common with the liquid taping, it's nice and flat, and it's very, very stretchy as well, so you don't lose any flexibility in the suit. Okay. So there's really no need for 2 levels of liquid taping on a wetsuit. It makes the suit heavier, it makes the seams less stretchy, and it's very uncomfortable against the skin. This will still be 100% sealed, it's not going to let any water in, but that E3 taping, which runs through the entire inside of the suit, will mean it's a lot more comfortable against the skin, and it retains a lot more flex as well. One thing that Rip Curl do is any of the stress points, like around the cuffs, around the neck and around the ankles, they just stitch the suit up there. That just means that basically it reinforces the suit, gives it a longer shelf life, which is a nice little feature. Another little addition is the shaping of the neck on the suit. They've used the same zip system as the F-Bomb, which is a sealed chest zip system, but this time basically they've got a little bit of a dip here, and what that does, it gives the a lot more stretch in the chest of the suit. So it's got a downward stretch, which they call 4-way stretch properties. Basically that gives you a lot of dynamic stretch on the chest and around the back area as well. Okay, chest zip system, they've stuck with this. Really nice system, basically. Nice and easy to get into. You just open up the neck, fold it inside out, get it on like a pair of trousers, pull it up over your shoulders, pull the top piece over the head and zip it across the front. Not as easy as some of the back zips to get into, but there's a reason behind that. Basically, there's a lot less area for water to get in through the zip. Gets rid of the need for a zip on the back, which obviously gives you more flexibility in the suit, which this suit is all about. Also makes for an uninterrupted seal around the neck as well, basically, so you've got no zip running down there, so when you duck dive or when you fall off, you're not going to have any cold water flushes coming in through the neck. On the inside of the neck as well, they use some smooth skin. One piece of neoprene, smooth on the inside, stops any wetsuit rub or any basically rashes on your neck there. and what it does is it seals the suit nice and tight against your neck, so once again water's not going to come in through the neck, which is a really nice system and works really well. I can verify on the F-bomb that I have. On the front of the suit you see some holes. They're basically drain holes, so when you duck dive, if any water does come in through the neck of the suit, instead of going straight into the suit itself, the neoprene on the actual suit is brought up very high, so that any water that runs through there won't go into the suit, will get guided out of the suit through the chest and out of these drain holes and around the back as well. Okay, you've got the usual smooth skin on the front of the suit, which stops any wind penetration into the suit. Don't get that on the E-bomb, you get it on the F-bomb because they get that additional warmth. You get it around your kidneys as well, which stops any wind getting through into your kidneys, keeps your kidneys warm, which in turn will keep your blood nice and warm and pump warm blood around your body. You get a key pocket, so you've got the usual sort of key stash pocket. Now the liquid taping on some parts of this suit has been reduced in sort of magnitude. You can see that's quite thin liquid taping. Still going to seal the seams, it's still going to be nice and robust, just gives that suit an extra bit of flex and makes it more lightweight as well, which is a nice touch. Okay, but onto the inside of the suit, which essentially is the main selling point of this suit. Okay, and have a little look inside. I'll turn it inside out for you. They're still using the Polypro, which is like a thermal lining basically. What the Polypro does is it retains heat inside the suit. So as heat leaves your body, instead of getting lost through the neoprene and you slowly getting colder as you lose that heat in your body, this Polypro retains the heat inside your core area, through your legs, around your chest and around your back, and stores it against your body and keeps you nice and warm. It does a really good job in doing that. So if you're looking for a very warm wetsuit, it's pretty essential to have that Polypro. The big difference between last year's Polypro and this year's Polypro is the flash dry system. You can see that E3 taping there as well. Basically what they've done with the Polypro is they've back-combed it, okay? And what that does, it gives this very nice fluffy texture to the neoprene. You can see that looks really, really warm inside the suit. What that does is this sort of raised Polypro, the furry stuff here basically. Polypro doesn't retain water anyway, it wicks it away, so it doesn't actually soak up any water. But the fact that it's sort of back-combed and fluffed up means that any water that's held within the Polypro dries and is lost very, very quickly, 15 minutes in fact. Okay, so once you've hung up this suit to dry, this sort of Polypro, which essentially runs right the way through down to the knee, right up to the chest and up to the shoulders, is going to lose any water and you're going to be able to get back into a nice warm suit, nice warm dry suit after as little as 15 minutes. Okay, so that's the main technological difference between the F-bomb, is the Polypro, the taping, and the sort of the seams on the wetsuit. So it's quite a leap forward for the F-bomb series into the Flash bomb. And if it does what it says on the tin, which is dry in 15 minutes, then I think we're all going to be grateful of that. And it's definitely going to be pretty much one of the market-leading wetsuits for 2011 into 2012. The Flash bomb, the Flash series, which is this type of basically based around this type of Polypro, is going to be carried through into their boots, their gloves, and all the sort of accessories that you need to keep you warm as well. So that's going to be the real sort of pushing point for Rip Curl this year, and something we're pretty excited about trying out for next year. I'm pretty sure that it's going to go well for all the people that don't like the cold. So that's a bit of a insight into what's coming forward into next year. So get in contact with us if you have any questions about the Flash bomb series. If you'd like to do any sort of pre-orders and book anything like that, give us a shout on 01202 302 943, or drop us an email at info@thewetsuitcentre.co.uk. We'd be happy to answer any questions you have, or just send us an email. But looking forward to getting these in. This should probably be in with us in August sort of time for 2011, and looking forward to trying one of these out myself.